Hi, welcome to Limpdigits. Romilly is on holiday this week, probably on a beach somewhere stroking his thighs, so you've got me instead. Here's our take on the top games this week. First up, Hungry Oni. Now this is from Futuretro Studios, who are in Japan, and if you didn't know they were in Japan, you really ought to guess it from looking at the graphics for about, a second. Anyway, backstory, Oni's a little red fellow who lives next door to an angry tree. The tree is so angry it drops foods. Well, you call it food, it's more like stuff. You try and eat the food, and if you eat enough of the food, you get bonus time. And coins drop out of the tree, and you eat the coins. What's the point of the coins? The more coins you eat, the more coins you accumulate, the more you find out about Oni's backstory. But don't worry, you can also get coins from the natural progression of eating lots of stuff. Let's not go there. Anyway, slightly bonkers, really quite good fun, worth a look, and it's free. Try it. Next up, we've got Sheep Up from Pocket Gems Publishing and Bad Seed Games in the USA and Italy, respectively. Now, quite apart from the fact it's got a cracking pun in the title, this is a beautiful little game. Essentially, you've got to use the accelerometer and the tilt sensors in your phone or your device to steer the sheep around these levels and collect coins and find its way to the exit. It's got a beautiful little soundtrack, and there's something slightly hypnotic about the bouncing sheep, and snap out of it, snap out of it. Anyway, good little game, another freebie. Now, there is a microtransactional element to buy extra coins, to buy extra lives, but I don't think it's essential, which is good because it's really addictive. Give it a go. And now a game that's not free, it's Slydris from Radiangames. This is £1.49, and do you know what? It's worth it. This is a variant on the good old-fashioned Tetris model, but instead of things dropping down and you rotate them, you've got a choice to slide blocks from side to side, which triggers a drop. Now that sounds really simple, because it is. You can play this at a real speed if you want to, but if you want to take your time and think about it, actually there's a lot of complexity in here. This is actually a proper gem of a game. I've not seen anything for a while that's made me sit back and think, oh, that's proper atmospheric, that's proper interesting, I'm going to spend some time on this. So yeah, £1.50 well spent, give it a go. So finally this week, another game with a great pun in the title, Janatanis. Now this is from Depth First Games in the USA down in Florida, and it's been around since May, but it hasn't had that many downloads. We don't understand why, because it's really good. It's a variant on Bagatelle. You've got a ball that's bouncing around between pins. You keep it in play though by tapping a gelatinous skin around the playing area, which immediately imparts some rubbery momentum to your ball, sending it back through the pins and hopefully towards the centre, which triggers multi-ball. And what do we know about multi-ball? Multi-ball is good. And in this case, we'll get you tapping like a loon. Now, one thing I like about this game is that rather than asking you to pay for it, they ask you to donate. They're asking you to chuck a few quid to help donations. What do we think of that, sir?
That's how we do it.
Oh, yeah. So that's it for this week's take on the best little games to present themselves in Google's Play Market. We'll be back again in 7-ish days, but in the meantime, take care. Click on the link, maybe subscribe. There's lots of this sort of stuff. But until then, cheerio!